Welcome back everybody, this is Always back with another video on the channel. Today I'm going to be talking about how you can set up a stream on Twitch, YouTube, Mixer, Facebook using Streamlabs. Now this Streamlabs software is built on the top of OBS. OBS is still there, so if we go and search for OBS, you'll see Open Broadcast Software. So we're going to be talking about how we can use Streamlabs. I'm going to give you a quick tips how you can, stream from your computer without any lag as well. I was facing some lag and I fixed that using Streamlabs. So I've already downloaded and installed Streamlabs. Just go to products, click on Streamlabs OBS, download beta. So I'm going to close this website. I'm going to open Streamlabs. So this is what you see when you open Streamlabs for the first time. Let me move the camera right. Okay, so here you can see we have a mixer, which basically an audio track that you have a desktop audio there and a microphone audio. Now I'm talking here, that's why the Streamlabs audio is taking the audio from my microphone, and also the other software that I'm using to record the screen, it's also taking the microphone from there. Now there's a few things that we talk about. We have a dashboard here, we have a CloudBot, App Store, Themes, Editor, Live. So first let's take a look at Themes. Theme is basically some sort of pre-configured scene which can be used in your stream. So for example, here we have a Steel Yellow by Nerd or Die. There's another one. There's another Frontier by VBI. So people create these themes and upload these for you guys to use it. Some of them are, free. Pretty much all of them are free to use. Yes, as you can see here, there's a lots and lots of themes available. So if you can create a scene from scratch, but I would highly recommend choose one from here, and that will make your life much easier. Okay, so we're going to be using one of the theme here. So I'm going to go to, let's say, action, and I'm going to use this Steel Yellow by Nerd Die. So I click on that, and once I click on that, it tells me, hey, do you want to install it? So I'll click on install overlays. So we have a scene themes. So we're going to go and download a couple of themes here. So I'm just going to use this Frontier, and I'm going to click on install overlay, and you can see how many people have installed it. And there you go. This is the free version that we installed, but also there's a button here, get full animated version, 25% off here. So as you can see here, if I click on that, it will show me this is how it's gonna look like in the stream. That's great, but let's go back, and we are going to go to themes again, and we just installed 2 of them. Now we're gonna take a look at how we can use them. So here in editor, you can select the scene. So I'll click here, and then I have scene 1, which is like a plain scene that I got when I started Streamlabs for the first time. And also we downloaded this Frontier and also this Steel Yellow. So I'm going to click on Steel Yellow, and there we go. So here is a scene, and it has some sources. So right now if I click on welcome, so this is how it's going to show welcome. So I can have this running. It's gonna have some animation widgets going on, some information about my stream. So stream starting, it's like you can select this scene and it's gonna show on to the YouTube or Twitch, and you can add some animation, and people coming to your channel or to this stream, they're gonna see this page in game. So when you actually start working, you're gonna see that people are gonna watch you. So you can just click on this, and then all of your configuration will be on the screen. Now how to configure this? This is like an overlay of a scene. It's like a main scene. Now in the scene, you have a right panel here which names sources. What are the sources available in that particular scene? You can add more, and also you can customize those sources as well. So for example, I want to go to be right back scene, and here it's pretty much saying always where they see the stream will be back soon. Now I want to modify this. Now if I click, as you can see, it's telling me I've selected alert box. If I click here, it's telling me this is a text backsoon.png file. So these are the sources you can add, you can modify, or you can even customize your sources. So here's a plus button, guys. So it says add a new source to your scene including widgets. Click here. Now it shows you this panel, and here you can select if you want to add an image to your scene. You want to browse the source. For example, there's another website, something's happening on the website on live, then you can click on browse source. Image slideshow is there, display capture if you want to just put in a display capture, a game capture, which means what are the full screen application. For example, games will be detected automatically, and you can use this game capture to capture the game. Audio input, scene, a color source, a media source, text. So I would highly recommend go and try these. So for example, we're gonna go and click on source, browser source. I'm gonna click on add source, and here it tells me, okay, what is going to be the name of this source. So I'll just say Google, or just say Udemy JavaScript course. Okay, and I'm going to actually go to my Udemy JavaScript course, and I'm just gonna get the link for that, and then I'm going to actually put that into my stream for advertisement. All right, so I'm just going to add this name, and you can add new source, and here it tells me what is the URL for that. I'm gonna click on done, and I'm gonna just leave it here. So when people are gonna come into my stream, they're gonna see this page. Also, they can see this advertisement going on. Okay, so I'm gonna click on plus, and then I can add display capture. For example, the other monitor that I have, I'm gonna capture that. So click here, add source. Here will tell you what are the monitors you have added. So that's not actually good. So I'm gonna double click, and I'm gonna click on display to, done. So now basically in my stream, I'm capturing the second display that I have. You can double click on it. You can change the monitor. Will basically cause this effect because we're already on this screen. Okay, so there's a lot of things that you can do here, and I'm gonna remove this. I'm just gonna right click on remove. Okay, now a lot of options are available here. When you go live, you can see the live analytics from your streaming service. Now let's take a look at settings in Streamlabs OBS. I'm gonna click on settings, and here we're gonna look at stream, output, and a video. There's a lot more options available here, which I will talk about in the future videos. Let's go to the stream. We can select stream type, which is set to streaming services, which makes this service drop down and enable. So here we have a YouTube, Twitch, Smashcast, Mixer, and so on. We can define our stream key here, and this is where you get from YouTube when you go and create a live stream. Now this is very simple, but one thing I want to show you, if you want to stream to a service which is not listed here, then you're gonna have to choose this custom streaming server. You're gonna define the URL, and then you're gonna define a stream key for that. Okay, let's go to output. Now output has two modes, simple and advanced. We'll take a look at simple mode first. We have two options in simple output mode, streaming and recording. And also, actually, we have a replay buffer, which I'm not going to talk about, but these are the important ones, streaming and recording. So streaming, we have a bitrate, we have an encoder to select, audio bitrate to select. The bitrate, you can see it's set to 6,000. By default, you might have a bitrate of 1,000 or 1,500 or even 10,000. So this is where streaming is going to depend on your internet connection. If you have a stronger internet connection, you can define a stronger bitrate here, which makes your stream smoother, quality is better. So let's take a look at how I check whether I'm able to stream at 6,000 bitrate. So let's open a browser here. I'm going to open Edge browser, and I'm going to go to the website named speedtest.net. Now on this website, you can check your internet speed. I'm going to click on go, and it's going to go and check the download speed and check the upload speed. So right now my ping is good, and I'm getting a really good download speed, which is about 93 megabits per second. Okay, but when you're streaming, you don't really worry about download speed. You worry about upload speed because you're going to be uploading data to a server to be able to stream, right? Now let's take a look at my upload, which starts really bad, but let's see how much better it gets. Usually I get about 10 megabits per second for upload, and it's pretty okay to stream 1080p for me. So right now I can see I'm getting 8.45. So in this case, I'm gonna keep this 6000. So whatever the upload speed you have, just put the first digit and minus it by 2 and get that as a bit rate, and your stream will be smooth. For having a really HD stream quality, you're gonna have to have at least 4000 bit rate. Encoder, we have two options here, software and hardware. You might see a different options here depending on your system configuration or specs that you have. So I have a AMD graphics card, so I'm going to use that. And in the recording, right now I'm recording this high quality medium file size, but there's another option called same as stream, which is by default there. So here what means that whatever this quality you're streaming, it's going to record that same stream and put that into this part. Okay, now we're going to go to video. A video is where things get a bit trickier. So right now my monitor resolution is 1920 by 1080, as you can see here. Now I can stream from this monitor and I can just record 1920 1080, but when it comes to sending the data to a server, I might want to downscale that depending on my internet connection, or depending on my computer is not strong enough to send that much data. So here we have an output scale resolution. So there is a base canvas resolution, which is 1080p. I can reduce this scale resolution to 720p by selecting 1280 by 720. Okay, depending on how strong is your computer and how strong is your internet connection, you can select, but you're gonna have to play with it depending on your configuration. Now we have this downscale filter. I'm using bicubic. It's sharp scale 16 samples because my computer has a graphics card. If your computer doesn't have a graphics card, then the bilinear is the fastest, which will be blurry a bit, but it'll be faster. You will have a smoother stream. So I'm gonna keep the bicubic. We can select the custom frame value, or we can select integer frame value or fractional frame value. So I'm gonna select common frame per second values. And if you are streaming games, then you're gonna have to have at least 60 frames per second. If you are just talking, then 29 or 30 frames per second would be good enough. I'm gonna keep that 60 frames per second. Now once you're done, click on done, and all you gotta do is go live, and then it's going to ask you the title and description, and click on confirm and go live. Okay, so it basically asks you that where you're gonna be streaming if you don't have that setting done. So I'm gonna go to settings and I'm gonna have to stream. Here we have streaming services. I'm gonna select YouTube and I need to define my stream key. And then after that, it's all good. Another thing you can do is you have a profile, a log out, a login button here. So I'm gonna click on log out for now. Now when I click on log out, I click on login and it gives me an option to log in through Twitch, YouTube, Mixer, and Facebook. So if I select YouTube, it's gonna give us this pop-up. I'm gonna have to log in. Now once I log in, then Streamlabs OBS will already know where to start streaming. This is gonna be your primary account, and it's gonna take that account and it's gonna just create a stream for you automatically and get you live straight away. Okay, so thank you so much for watching, guys, and I'll talk to you guys in the next video. I'll be creating some OBS videos as well. Another thing I want to say that please go and get the JavaScript course on Udemy. I've dropped the link in the description for 80% off. And yeah, I'll speak to you guys in the next one. Thank you. Bye.